There's a lot of speculation about what will Nintendo do for the next Smash Bros. Like where can they go from here? And of course, most people think that they're not going to do what they did with Ultimate. Like, there's not going to be something that is bring back every character, bring back every stage. So, what's the approach here? There's a lot of theories, but I just came up with this one idea randomly, and I thought maybe they could do this. Maybe it would be good. Maybe it wouldn't. But it seems interesting. So I call it Super Smash Bros. Adventure. And Super Smash Bros. Adventure will be Super Smash Bros. Adventure. What I propose here is bring back adventure mode and make it the entire experience, basically. So there will be less characters, and there probably won't be third party characters except maybe like Sonic and Pac Man and Mega Man. Um, but probably not as many of the DLC characters from Ultimate will come back. But this game will make up for that by focusing on the campaign. And the campaign will be like, it will be more comparable to Melee's adventure mode than Subspace, but it will be bigger than Subspace or bigger than World of Light even. It will have levels like Subspace, it would have cutscenes like Subspace, it would have a story like Subspace, or maybe something that's even more like um involved, I guess. Because Subspace, the plot of Subspace is pretty abstract. But maybe in this game they could actually have like a real, kind of a real story, something that like contextualizes all the characters coming together. So for this, they could take the idea of adventure mode from Melee, where you go through all the characters' world and you see all the stuff and you fight the enemies, and actually expand on it to include all of the franchises in the game and to include different worlds and different enemies and different cutscenes, different bosses, and different characters from all those worlds. So you'd have Splatoon, you'd have Donkey Kong, you'd have F-Zero, you'd have Mario, Zelda, Kirby, Pokemon, and all these worlds would be involved in this game, and you'd go through all the levels and all those other sorts of things. And if they wanted to be really cool about it, they can make the campaign multiplayer. And that could be a big selling point. You can play up to 4 players, or maybe even up to 8 players if they can make it work. I don't really think they could do that, but I'm just throwing that out there. Like maybe they'd want to advertise that. But definitely up to 4 players can play the campaign, and the levels actually make sense. They're really good levels, and you fight all the enemies in it. It kind of uses what Smash has as like the base platformer elements and uses it to make something that was kind of there with Adventure, was kind of there with Subspace, but now it's fully realized in this new Smash Bros. Adventure for Switch 2. Now, for my second idea, that I kind of had this idea for a while now, but it seems obvious. Every fighting game does this now, where you get the base game of maybe 20 to 30 characters, and then the next 30 to 40 characters come out as DLC. Smash has already dipped their toes in DLC since Smash 4, so it definitely makes sense. And this could be the opportunity that Nintendo uses to, the excuse that they use for how they'll bring back all of the characters that were present in Ultimate, but won't be present in this game when it comes out. So let's say you start with 30 characters, and then every 3 months or so they release another DLC character, and then they could do this for the next 5, 6, or 7 years and build up the roster to Smash 5, and go beyond that even. And then it could be like every other fighting game. Street Fighter does this, Tekken does it, Dragon Ball Fighters did it, Guilty Gear does it. So they could probably every 3 months releasing for 5.99, 6.99, 7.99, one character, one stage, a bunch of soundtracks, and to integrate it with the adventure thing, um, the DLC will come with its own short campaign that takes you through a world that is connected to that character, and it will have one or two cutscenes and one or two stages, and that extra content will be a part of the DLC. Now, for another thing, I just want to throw this out there. Not because I have a whole list of character predictions, but I 1,000,000% think that unless they bring back every character again, like they did in Ultimate, Wii Fit Trainer will not be coming back. But instead, they will replace Wii Fit Trainer with the Ring Fit Adventure character, that orange guy from Ring Fit Adventure. Those two orange characters from Ring Fit Adventure, those characters will be added as characters in Smash Bros. Basically in place of Wii Fit as the like fitness game representative that none of the gamers ask for. But if you look at the sales numbers for Ring Fit Adventure, it's actually really they're really high for that kind of game. You would not think that game would have those high. I think it's like 16, 17 million for Ring Fit Adventure of all games. So that's definitely gonna get. I mean, if Wii Fit got representation in Smash 4, come on, Ring Fit Adventure definitely. They'll wanna. That's a Nintendo thing to do. Is just have randomly have like the fitness game get a Smash character. Other ideas? I don't have any. I guess I could go over some game predictions for Switch 2 because since the leak, know a little bit more about what the system could be capable of, and also like the millions of different games that are supposedly coming out. We know Final Fantasy VII Remake. We know the entire Xbox library. We know if GTA 6 comes out on Switch 2, that's my prediction. It's not going to be until mid 2026, like summer 26. That's if GTA 6 even ends up coming out this year. Madden is coming to Switch, or whatever the modern version of Madden is, like FC football or something. Um, 2K is coming to Switch. COD, we know is coming to Switch from the 10-year contract. Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm predicting will come to Switch. And actually, I would go as far as to say that that one's going to be a launch title, or within the first 3 months. Grand Theft Auto 5 will be on Switch too. Um, and yeah, because I don't imagine GTA 6, if it was going to come out on Switch 2, it would not come out day and date with the PlayStation Xbox version. That would probably be a ways off. So they'll have GTA 5 in the meantime, squeeze more sales out of that game. Um, Microsoft, Halo is supposedly coming to Switch 2. Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is coming to Switch 2. Red Dead 2, Cyberpunk, Fallout, Tekken, Tekken 8, Street Fighter, Street Fighter 6, uh, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I think that one might be a launch title. Even. So there you go, Diablo 4. I'm gonna predict that mouse mode, or whatever this mouse function that these controllers will supposedly have, will not be as big of a deal as some people are thinking it will. That's just gonna end up being maybe a little bit more important than HD Rumble, or maybe a little bit more important than the IR camera on the right side Joy-Con or whatever. Mouse mode will not be that important. Maybe some games, I don't know. But not for the average user, and not outside of like Nintendo specific gimmick games. Borderlands 4 will probably come to Switch. Witcher 4 will come to Switch too. How about Valorant? Valorant, that's a safe prediction. RE4, all the RE remake games. Marvel Rivals, Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know about that. Actually, yeah, they did probably. Death Stranding, another prediction. Star Wars Jedi Survivor will come Switch to Hogwarts Legacy is already on Switch, but maybe it can get a version that actually functions properly. Same thing for Mortal Kombat 1. Alan Wake 2, I don't know about that. That seems Gotham Knights, because they'll just want to try to sell that game. Maybe even the Suicide Squad game. Elden Ring seems like an obvious pick, even though it's probably gonna run terribly. It's probably gonna be like a low settings 30 FPS dynamic maximum 1080p dynamic resolution. Kingdom Come Deliverance, maybe? Cyberpunk will come to Switch with a deluxe version that includes Phantom Liberty. That's what I'm predicting. And that'll probably be $70. Even though it's gonna look worse than the PlayStation, but it includes the DLC, so $70 is worth it. Assassin's Creed, I already said that. Silent Hill 2 remake? Who owns Mass Effect? Can I put that as a prediction? Resident Evil Village and Biohazard. Oh, the new Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Maybe they'll have a Switch 2 version if that's possible to run it on Switch 2. Some whatever Metal Gear games the Switch is missing, which is a lot of them, I think, actually. Those will come to Switch 2. Far Cry, I don't think is on Switch. Tomb Raider, how about Tomb Raider? Control is Control will have a native version on Switch. How about that? Because Control has like the cloud version right now. So you'll have a native Control. High on Life will come to Switch 2. Mafia will come to Switch 2. If we could get a Bully remake, probably never happen, but you know. Doom, oh, I'm predicting this. Doom the Dark Ages will maybe not come out day and date with Switch 2, but there will be a Switch 2 version of Doom the Dark Ages that will obviously be scaled back the same way Doom Eternal was scaled back and Doom 2016 was scaled back, but it will not be as bad because it will not be a PS4 game trying to run on something that's less powerful than a PS4. It will be a PS5 game running on something that's more powerful than a PS4.